Looks like I'm the jump master. Hope you're ready. Let's
Anong
do
mas
this,
gusto mo,
brothers.
Melvic? Sa undershirt? Agi plus 3 o attack plus 20?
Attack plus 20 siguro.
Got my shield ready.
Ikaw, Agi.
Enemy landed near me.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Cracked an enemy shield.
Galing ng genius. Ano pinatay mo? Yung sir?
Zero. May other sir pa sa baba.
Genius.
May nag-rest ako. I'm healing him.
Nasa bubong.
Yeah, nakita ko in right now.
Check your position.
Saan? Nasa bubong na.
Bubong pat.
Bumaba na.
Nag-rest.
Apa. Oh my god, I'm omega lag.
Down one.
I need help. Wala na. Last guy ta.
I've been downed. Contact with hostile.
Wala ako ano.
You got him. Nice one. Holy shit. You're him.
Kaya na yun, di ba natin mag-dome fight?
Next game ko na yung exit lag.
Don't worry, my brother. I got you.
Why
We're
not?
close. 30 seconds.
Sira exit lag mo.
Hindi ko na turn lang.
Madidisi ka.
Nice.
Ang talo sa dome fight? Controller yun. Nakita mo kung paano gumalaw. Hindi siya nakahabol sa ano mo. Sa ship. Sa ship jump mo. Sa slide jump.
No.
Ay, bakasinta ka eh. Makita ko sa'yo mamaya.
Ano mo, in hindsight, mali pa nga yun eh. Hindi ko siya in-scan eh.
Ah, ganun ba yan?
Parang malilate na ako pag baka makapag-isip eh.
Iba yan. Ang klase tumalon si Marvin eh. 2v1 daw.
Nagre-rest eh.
Nakares na eh. Loko mo ako eh.
Hindi, yung tumatakbo yung... Hindi ko alam kung nasa yung nagre-rest eh. Yung may isa kong nabol eh. Low.
Professional pala to si Marvin. Hindi niya alam kaya hinanap niya.
Walang ganun si Cyrok eh.
Kailangan ko na light mag. May naglalaban pa eh, no? Sa lightning rod.
Lighting red.
Nandiyan na ba si Marvin? Nandiyan na.
Dito na.
Tara, lightning rod.
Tara.
Eh, hindi ko na-scan dyan. Wala na.
Sa taas, tara na tayo. Taas. Dito.
Saan pa natin pupuntahan yun?
Dito, di ba? On me. Marvin, hoy. Come.
Wala akong ano.
Let's go here.
Wala akong battery cells.
Isang battery lang. Tsaka isang second cell.
May isa pang battery. Bottomless ako.
Wala.
Kami nga ata. Pagpulutin mo muna yun. Ito. Dire-diretso lang to, Melvic. Tapos makikita na natin sila. O hindi pa.
Ito na!
Baka muna, mag-ulti ako. Sorry.
I'm down, brothers.
Hindi ko alam, may nakakalapit ako.
Incoming grenade.
Wala na.
Wala na. Nag-pick ka pa ba? Hindi ka na nag-heal, Marvin. Yung low.
Wala, kita pa rin ako. High ground eh. Nandun ako sa...
Enemy here.
I think Respawn did a good job and she's in a good position right now, although I do understand people hate her stun. In second place we have Pathfinder, who's gone up 343% in his pick rate. He's now at 9.6%. Honestly, I've been playing Path and he is so much fun. Having a flat recharge rate for the grapple is just great, and also having 2 grapples by default is great because I play wildcard a lot, which means I don't normally get access to the actual legend upgrades. In third place we have Seer, who has had the biggest pick rate jump with a 1,609%
From dog shit 0.1% pick rate si Sir, ngayon 7.8%
increase. This is mostly because I think Seer had less than a 1% pick rate last week, but here he is doing a 7.8% pick rate. Honestly, I think Seer is going to be the most powerful legend in this patch. His tactical does trigger super fast, like it's really hard to dodge right now. And also, if you are a movement legend, getting hit by that scan is painful because it slows you. Even when you're just playing normally, it's painful when it slows you. You really know you've been hit by this thing.
Tayo sa
I
gold.
think Seer is definitely going to be the best competitive character out of these buffs, but I do think Pathfinder is definitely going to be the most fun. The other character who was buffed was Ballistic. He has seen an 829% increase, having the lowest pick rate out of
Ano to?
Isa tayong kasabay.
Dito ba tayo sa ano? What the fuck? Ano to? What is this curse? Tayo na, lugi pa tayo.
Hindi tayo sa relax.
Next ring isn't close. Check your map.
Oh no.
All right, let's do this thing.
Oh my god, diba?
How much time? Ring 5.
Isa lang ba to? Kasi wala naglalaban. What? Hindi ko sila mascan.
Baka ano lang yan, Mirage.
Lane sentry.
Wala akong mascan. Wala. The fuck?
Baka Mirage.
This weapon shines even better enhanced.
No.
Wala na.
Ring's moving.
Nice. Saan si Marvin? Nagbe-beatbook na.
Please examine your map. We have found the next location of the ring. Let's go there.
Found. Look to your map if you wish to see.
Zeus.
Para sila.
Tara. Zeus.
Didn't think this thing could get more
Ah,
powerful.
tayo.
Let's use that gravity
Kanan
cannon.
tayo tapos kunin natin yung Ibo. Dito na. Dito na.
Back here. Level 3.
Got myself in a fray.
There's a new key leader.
I'm taking fire.
Eh?
Shields are recharging.
Ano ba rin ba? Pang long range ba yan?
Himlock. May advantage sila. Pangit.
Bakit?
Tingnan isang shield bat.
Target over there.
Wala ako.
Shield
Ah,
battery
zero.
here.
Yes ka na tayo.
Tayo.
I struck an enemy. I'm taking fire. I shot at an enemy.
Aray.
Shields are recharging.
Combat too noisy. Shush now.
Reloading.
Push na.
Nag-ano? Magpat.
Bakit sila?
Taka na, ayoko na nito. Kalaban to. Taka na, I'm out.
Tara,
Bakit ka
diretso
lang?
na tayo sa lightning rod.
Yeah.
Diretso na tayo
My
doon.
shields are recharged.
Aray ko po.
Yari.
Dead.
Oh my.
Ano to?
Drop na
Baba,
drop.
baba.
Showing some cover for my brothers. Don't worry, you're gonna be okay, bro. Jump rope to this here. Incoming grenade. Signal. Right ahead. Could use some help. Taking it to here.
Let me in, bro. Na-hit ko yung ano, isa. With my crap.
Nasa likod ako. Ang layo ako.
Heads up.
Tara.
Let's go.
Sa likod ah. Nag-track.
Enemy spotted.
I'm in trouble.
Oh my fucking god.
Just topping off my shields.
Nagtana, tamalan din sila. Ha? Gated ako. Isa lang yun, yung iba nandun pa.
Hindi, dalawa tayo. Pathfinder nandito kanina. Parang sa taas.
May bumabalik sa akin from afar eh. Meet up tayo sa harap.
Tara.
Zipline here.
I see somebody.
Oh, Mirage.
I'm in trouble.
Hindi na pasok na.
Pasok, pasok.
Taking a knee.
Lane sentry.
Wala na akong shields.
Taking fire, brother.
Next ring is far.
Giving my shields a recharge.
I shot at an enemy shield. Reloading.
Sa taas natin.
Low sila.
Sa taas natin.
Drawing back in this. Opening my heart, my friend. Throwing an arc star.
Dalawa lang yan ah. Nasa isa.
Look beyond the veil.
Just now. No more slow.
I'm getting shot.
Dito pa rin isa.
Charging shields.
Holding the door.
Grenade incoming.
Ako, nakaibigan ka.
Ring closes in a minute. No time. I'm in trouble. I'm fencing.
Ang gawin?
I need shields. Ring control.
Crack! Crack!
Last one, last one.
Ampere. Bottomless batteries.
Gotta heal. Taking a knee.
Ginagawa nila.
Free daw ako eh.
Amen. Sorry. Was it free?
Free ticket to the lobby.
Ring
Kunin ko ba
control
to?
over there.
Hindi
Huwag
naman
na.
pwede kasi.
Kaskida na.
Hindi matadaan na ba tayo sa scan? Yeah.
Daanan ko tong energy arsenal.
Lo. Upgrade ng upgrade ah.
Lo. Ito pa lang eh.
I've enhanced the weapon. Magnifique.
Ah, look. Supplies inbound, my friend.
Oh, my brothers. Ultimate accelerant here.
I could use that. Is on your map.
Enhance this weapon. It's looking bad to the bone.
Look to your map if you wish to see.
Tingin kayo sa akin, baka mag-ibo to. Hindi, never mind. But Sito is fucking cooked. Gusto nyo
Dito na tayo.
fight?
Tunnel lang tayo.
Yeah. Pwede tayo mag-care package.
Enhancement complete.
Ay, hindi ko nadaanan yung ibo. My bad.
Kaya mo Citos cook, diba?
Healing my wounds.
Ito, mukhang madadown pa si Marvin. Upgrade pa daw siya.
Okay.
Pwede naman. Tita. Dead. Wait, boy.
Uy? Sino dead? Ang balita dito sa Sito.
Ay, silip nga ako.
Hey, eyes on the
Oh,
maps.
can walk.
Next ring's not close.
Tandaan na, kailangan pa mag-reset nito ni Marvin. Sarap ba natin naglalaban? Ah, meron.
Sa loob ng building na.
Yan ano ka ba? Sentinel?
Wala.
It's raining replicators.
I mean, it looks fire.
Tara.
Look, enemy over here.
1 minute till ring close.
May squad na malapit. Dito sa ano?
Hostile right here.
Pataas din.
Could use some help. Another squad is into the sea. Ring's not far. Give me my shield.
Parang naligo sa atin.
No.
Enemy shield cracked. We're close.
Tara, let's move.
Taking fire, brothers.
Oh my god,
Tara.
you closed the door on me. Holy shit.
Give me my shields to recharge.
Wala na.
Tara, let's move.
Yan.
Ano tayo? Drop tayo.
May ibak ako. Pero may
Ay,
tao na sa harap
sige,
na
ibak tayo,
ipatfinder
right now.
ult.
Tara.
Rings moving. Come on. Anyone outside of it?
May tao sa harap ah.
Package.
Here.
These things.
Right, there.
Ano tayo? Try natin pumunta sa far back.
Regroup there.
Sa mid?
Dito. Hindi, dito.
Never mind. Brothers, let's move that way.
Wala, hindi ako.
Okay.
Meet up, mid?
Shield up.
Oh, it's bad.
Give me my shields to recharge.
May kinakalang.
Marvin, pasok tayo. Ano mo to? I-fence mo to. Buong shoot na to. Hindi makakalapit sa sunset. Sa taas natin ah.
Antagonist spotted over there.
May nasa likod.
Dito ah. Come here.
Wala akong fence. Wala akong ulti.
Meron na dito.
Spotted.
Meron
Ano ah, hindi ako
meron kasi
makapunta sa
range.
inyo.
May syringe siya.
Planting fences.
A second squad is firing on us.
This is pretty good.
All of us are in the ring. Eyes on your map.
That enemy shield is broken. Finish.
Uy,
May na-down ako dito.
Right here.
Ay, patay mo na yung down mo. Meron naka-charge sa rifle.
Hey guys.
Tingin mo kayo, no? Nice one.
I'm opening the skies.
Pinaparili kayo nito ah.
Oo nga eh. Yun nga eh. Pwede natin,
I'm
i-convert
safe
yan.
here.
Pupunta ka, marami tara. Multa. Hindi, kita ko. Ang hirap
Ito,
gumana.
may Valkyrie nasa ano? Nasa bubong.
Wala.
Wala lang. Yeah, tayo lang tinitingnan nito eh. Push natin ito, Bal. Ay, wag na pala. Baka tatlo yan.
Yung nasa bato pa doon. Napulti ako dito.
Nasa likod si Hans. Tara, try. Approach.
Nakra ko yung isa.
7 seconds yung ano ah.
Charging shields.
Almost crack. Doming. Crack yan. Taas, taas.
Down.
Crack yung Valkyrie. Reset.
I'm...
Reset here.
News. We're in the next ring. Throwing some cover for my brothers.
Well, Jarwin.
Wala. Nakunti.
Nagbalkot na yun ah. Balkot. Nasaan yun? Pathfinder.
Gusto niyo pumunta dito? I mean, nasa taas na.
Hold up. Other squad.
Balik ako sa'yo.
Taas! Yun lang.
Nasaan si Marvin?
Ewan ko nga eh.
What?
What? Nasaan ka, Marvin?
Na-termite ako sa ano? Sa exter.
Ult ba natin to?
Oh, yung ano? Yung sa baba?
Oo.
Oh, nilapag ni Marvin nung patay na tayo.
Wala pa tayo dun.
Hindi, kaka-ano lang ng ulti ko. Kaka-refresh lang.
Kaya pa finish ng mga to. Triple skirmisher. Pusher. Ano to? Gorp core. Ala.
Ang dami nito. Ang daming binabato. Ability Legends.
Holy shit.
Ano, they're aping.
Yan, 7k pala to. Ay na, always happens. Ay, wait. Yung ano na to eh. Yung last na bulk, wala na, panalo na sila.
Kala ko nilagyan mo yung buong taas ng ano, ng fences, hindi pala.
Junky yung fences na sa taas eh.
Legends that got buffed. A lot of you may ask about the
Hindi.
master and red pick crates.
Bullshit din pala yung building na yun. Putas yung ano. Lahat ng bintana. Tapos may butas sa pader. Sabi ko kasi sa likod, kung saan ako galing, buo siya eh.
Ang pinaka-safe na ano, yung hagdan na eh.
Their buffs are actually pretty divisive amongst the community, as I've seen both sentiments that first of all, this patch is great, and second of all, it's a terrible patch. For example, Berno said, I truly try my hardest to look at every patch and change and understand the reasoning changes, plus the direction they're taking with Apex, but I will never understand or agree with buffing Ballistic, buffing Seer, and not removing wall hacks from Valk. All of these three legends go against everything that make Apex great. They're just, haha, we stop you from playing the game, free wall hacks, slow, no abilities, free kill, no shoot for you. I've seen similar sentiments with some movement players like Truri, who said, I'm really enjoying the new changes. Ballistic Seer meta is promoting more strategic gameplay at the highest level, which is most definitely sarcasm. In my opinion, I don't really play ranks, but I do see why Ballistic and Seer got their slowing abilities. When Axel came out, people were complaining that movement was kind of overstepping and there weren't many counter abilities for it. And then when 2 new counter abilities are added, people are frustrated by the fact that they counter one of the fundamentals of the game, movement. It's definitely a hard thing for a Respawn to balance, because do they just nerf movement overall and not add as many movement abilities, or do they add counters to these movement abilities, which will be frustrating because they're counters, it's the nature. Because let's be honest, we can't rely on the average player to have good
Enhance this weapon. He's looking bad to the bone.
Attention. First
I've
blood.
enhanced the weapon. Magnifique.
This enhanced weapon will now make an undeniable mark.
PK kaya ulit ako.
Iki.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Pitin ako doon. Parang ang bilis nating naglaho.
Yun na nga. Wala, niroll over lang tayo ng Axel eh.
Casting. Just a moment, s'il vous plaît.
Tayo na. Literally.
May ano kaya, heavy mag. I'll trade you my light mag.
Na.
Wala na. Nata naka-heavy.
Palang sekreto sa pagiging bluer than blue.
Examine your map.
May stock kayo dyan. Pero mga,
Location of the ring.
I leveled up. Better get an upgrade.
What? What?
Enhance this weapon. He's looking bad to the bone. Oh yeah, got an
Ano ba't di
upgrade.
ako makakit?
hindi ko talaga makakit dyan bro.
Hindi nakakakit dito. Dito ako lagi umakit. Nabobobo lang ako.
Na ganun. Oo nga no. Nakakakit nga.
Ano nangyari?
Some good news.
Ubus na ba yung brain
Where's the
cells ko?
next ring?
Well, kunin mo kasi itong, yan na. What? Ba't ka bumitaw? The fuck?
Hindi ako bumitaw. Tinignan ko, hindi nakakapitan. Uy, gago, ano nangyayari doon?
Saan?
Gago, may nangyayari doon, oh. Rar, 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 rar.
Tara, doon. Taas.
See that zip line over there.
Wala na.
Wala pa nagda-down eh.
Attention.
Fall. Ano yung fall?
Fall.
Supplies coming in.
Saan ni-scan mo? Dito?
Target spotted.
Hindi, mas malayo pa. Dito.
Let us explore there.
Pero may lumalapit na dito. May lumalapit na dito sa, ano, building ko.
Hostile over there.
Wala pa sila dito? Nandun pa sila?
May ultimate health doon.
Ito.
Hostile over there.
Ito na, oh.
3, 2, 1.
Kaya ba natin?
Reloading.
Matras.
Hostile over there.
Ito sa loob.
Hostile right here. An enemy shield.
Ay,
That enemy shield is broken. Fini. I took out an enemy. Unnecessary evil to win.
Dito, new squad.
Cover for my brothers. One down. Enemy shield cracked.
My heart goes out to you.
Recharging shield.
May rate dito.
Ay, magkaiba tayo ng kalaban pala. Shit.
Enemy out.
Balik na naman kayo, Hans, Marvin. Balik kayo, Hans.
Ah,
Those shots are from another squad.
condition.
Wala na.
Just the two of us now.
Nabal niya pala talaga yan.
Super safe. Recharging my shields. Fence placed. I'm in trouble. Recharging my shields. Healing my wounds.
Civilian and airstrike.
Fence deployed.
To.
We are not alone. Look over here. Planting fences.
I'm in trouble. Combat stimulated.
Give me my shields to recharge.
Time is a small price for living in such splendor all around us. Making contact with enemy. Beware.
August Brinkman has a new...
Sana lang ako.
It would appear you've been humble. Now it's done many times before.
Aim especially against a lot of the movement tools today. Maybe Seer and Ballistic need some tuning before they are in the right place, but honestly, I can definitely see why this is difficult for Respawn to balance. I don't envy it, but I really can see the frustration around the fact that Seer's ability doesn't have much counterplay, especially if you're in a tight area, but then again, maybe after a few patches there's a balance to be struck. Speaking of patches, we actually got 2 emergency patches to the game last night because the split dropped with a few issues. The patch Respawn rolled out last night said, "We're aware that some ranked matches are starting with fewer than 60 players. We have a fix gradually rolling out and expect the issue to be fully resolved by the end of the day. Map rotations have been erroneously reset to 24 hours. The issue will be resolved when the current 24-hour map rotation window expires, and then they'll rotate back to 4.5 hours. Respawn are investigating new issues with FPS drops and have seen that disabling hyperthreading and updating to the newest drivers helps alleviate the issue, and they're also investigating an issue where some players cannot move after exiting the dropship. And they corrected the execution hop-up, regenerating 50 shields over 5 seconds, not the initially communicated 10 seconds. This was then followed up by an even smaller patch saying, fix custom match kill feeds no longer delayed, fixed a server crash related to ballistic sling. So some of the more annoying issues have been fixed, but there are some really funny issues, and you can literally do this right now. If you go into the firing range and throw a jump pad here or here, it will literally fling the target. Seriously, this is crazy. It will fling the targets across the map and they will just land wherever they want to. I think this is because these targets are classed as humans.
Ano ba tayong choice kundi mag fuck this grab
which is honestly pretty
palace?
You can definitely freak your friends out.
So ano nga sa store ko?
Dito na kaya tayo.
Attention. First blood.
Postoblado.
Boss legend falls.
Didn't think this thing could get more powerful. It did.
Pag nag-slide jump ka sa Peacekeeper, in-ADS mo pa.
Hindi na.
Weapon enhancement complete.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
If it is required, there is an extended energy mag here. Level 2. One minute, my friend. I am taking fire. See through the veil. I'm recharging my shields. 1 minute, my friends. Ring is close. Bleeding out.
Tangay na, hindi ko nakita. Fuck. Akala ko napa-out mo na. Ano? It's over.
Just us, brother.
Okay, out na ako.
Wala na.
30 seconds. Shield cracked. Only 10 seconds left. Ah, Jones, cover for my
Sayang.
Naguluhan yun. Okay, bye.
Out na. Wala na.
Ano? Meow, 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 meow.
Taking a screenshot of these in cursed locations. And honestly, this is absolutely brilliant.
Ano yan?
Exit muna. Wala ako sa mood mag-2Q. Feeling ko autismo yung mga nagsasolo Q ngayon.
Ano?
Gusto ko yung huling, gusto ko yung huling 2Q natin eh. Nakachamba na naman tayo sa Pathfinder eh.
Guys, what the fuck? Mga teammates ko eh. Wala na.
Iyak na nga, baboy no tinama. Iwan na tayo.
Top 40 absolute. Some of these at the lowest price ever. Many of these at the lowest price in over a year. And there's one that sold over 30,000 times in the last month. I'll save that one for last. Now, let's go. Before we get started, if you'd like to check out any of these tool deals, I put % off was $209. Horses gave you. You got to check out the Boar Centipede folding work table. These are extremely nice if you just need to set up a quick work table, if you're taking your tools in and out of the shop, anything like that. I talked to a guy yesterday that has one of these and said, hey, how you like them? He loves them for that purpose. Right now, 14% off was $209, all the way down to $179 and change. Then, of course, you can throw a sheet of plywood on there to make your worktop, or you can add this Boar Centipede tabletop for the Centipede. And what that does is give you a nice worktop with those dog holes. This is also on sale for 31% off, was $89.99, all the way down to $61.73. Craftsman has this tape measure on sale for 22% off, all the way down to $10.98. If you need a tape measure, $10. I've had one of these Works Pegasus 2-in-1 folding work tables for 5 or 6 years now. I've actually got 2 in the
Okay.
shop.
Okay na.
All the time, temporary setup. You can also use them for
Pagod na.
Approved.
They're just very, very
Huh?
easy to have. This is 30%
Approved.
off.
Approved.
$149, all the way down to $104.48 and $2,000.
Wala na. Is pa man ulit kayo ng Reels
This is the
bukas.
DeWalt DWS 779
Paalam.
Microsoft
Bro.
on sale.
Bro.
$35, all the way down to $499.
Ano yun, bro?
I've had this
Di mo pa
Microsoft
nga nakakompleto yung Reels ko eh.
model, not the specific one. This is
Kompleto
the
ko yun, yung kanina.
Hindi. Kinumpleto mo lang yung ano.
purchases. So this
Yung
is the DWS
post.
780
Ano to?
It's the one
Ayun ba? Wala na.
Yung pre ano to, wala pa.
Wala na yun, nalimot ko na.
Kulang. Sige, alam.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Masman.
Air filtration system. If you need to filter the air in the shop, this is one of the ways to do that. This is on sale for 20% off. Was $320 all the way down to $256.78. Every woodworker needs clamps. It's just a rule. It's rule number 731. You got to check these out. These are 27% off. They were $27.90 all the way down to $20.24. That means they're just over $10 a piece for 36-inch clamps.
This is a no-brainer. If you need pipe clamps, these Bessie pipe clamps are on sale for 24% off, all the way down to $13.88. Dubbed by me the best sander under $100, the DeWalt 5-inch sander. This thing is on sale right now for Prime Day. This is 25% off. It was $79, all the way down to $59. If you need just a sander under $100, this is the one to get. If you need a flip-top tool stand, say you've got a planer and a jointer or a planer and a drill press, and you want to be able to flip those over, this is a solid option here. This is the PowerTech flip stand. This was $269, all the way down to $229. Helps you save some space. This little DeWalt mini shop vac, handy as a shirt pocket just to have around the shop. Right now, it's on sale for only $119. Craig makes some of the best woodworking jigs on the market, and this one's no different. The Craig K4 pocket hole jigs on sale right now for 30% off. It was $99, all the way down to $69. Probably the easiest way I've ever made box joints. This jig right here, the Jessam Precision Box Joint Jig, is on for the lowest price ever. I can't believe they're selling it for this price because of how great this thing is. I was able to take and make box joints extremely easy with this on the router table. Right now, this is on sale, 36% off. It was $249. It's all the way down to $159.99. You make box joints, even like that, this is the way to go. Super easy. I've been a fan of DFM Toolworks for a very long time. Right now, they have this little tiny square on sale for 24% off. It was $26 and change. Right now, only $19.99. Over 2,000 of these little mini planes have been sold in the last month, and right now they're 15% off. You can get it for only $11.88. If you need just a little bitty mini plane, take off a little bit. So for some precision work, this is for only like $12, a little less than $12. You got it. If you need a few more bits, maybe driver bits, than the one I showed earlier, this 100-piece DeWalt impact and drill bit set is on sale for 50% off. It was $65.99. Right now, you can get it for $32.98. And I have bought these before because I have a bit problem. Klein Tools makes this little mini ratchet to get you into tight spaces. It also has this little thumb wheel that you can work just in case you can't get into that tight space. To be able to ratchet it, you can use the thumb to do it with. Great little tool, and it's made by Klein Tools, we all know and love. This is on sale, 19% off, was $16.98, all the way down to $13.71. Batteries, you gotta have batteries. You got these DeWalt tools, you need these batteries. Right now, 2 4-amp-hour batteries, 2 2-amp-hour batteries are on sale, all the way down to $129, which makes these about $32 and change each. Solid deal if you need those batteries. This Bosch 5-in-1 little drill is on sale for a screaming good deal right now. 46% off. It was $259. It's all the way down to $139. This is the lowest price this has been in over 6 months. 2 router table options for you here. Right now, you can get this Skill router table and router combo on sale.
Amazon Prime Day tool deals have blown my mind this year because there are some incredible deals out there that I was not expecting this year.
I tested this out
a few years ago, or that's last year. I wasn't all that impressed with the tool deals. They had some really good ones. Just had to really dig for them. This year, there are a ton of deals, and I have been digging through them since 4 a.m. this morning. I got up, sat down right here, started digging through the deals, trying to find the absolute best ones. And I think
this was $3,008 all the way down to Ocean mower. This thing is on sale for $1,000 off. Actually, $999 off. This is the lowest price it's ever been by $500. This was $3,008 all the way down to $2,009. Seriously good deal if you hate mowing and you just want a robot. This is Grandpa's Weeder. It sold 30,000 units last month. I even have one in my cart right now. This was $39.97. Now it's all the way down to $32.07. One of the most popular current price. Now, let me show you what I found. First on the list, one of the most popular tools I have ever shown on this channel is on sale for only $10. This is the Rue tool, Japanese handsaw. This thing is 62% off right now. 5,000 of these have sold in the last month. This one is the one to get if you want a little handsaw. Next up, we got 40% off the Bosch 1617 router. This is a 2¼ horsepower router. It's one of my favorite routers that I own. Now this thing is all the way down to only $132 and change. This is near the lowest price it has ever been. It's very close to that lowest price ever. So if you need a router, this is a solid option. Next up, the DeWalt tool set right here is 30% off. It was $92 all the way down to $64 and some change. Over 2,000 of these have been sold in the last month. Next, one of the best deals of the season. This is the lowest price the Bosch 12-inch glide miter saw has ever been. This was $629 all the way down to $400, and they have lowered the price. This was $475. It's back to $400. This is the price that it was when I reviewed it, and I absolutely love it for that price. You get a gliding table saw, or sliding table saw right on top, and you also get that outfeed support that makes this very unique. I love this little table saw for $400, and if you want it with the stand, it's only $75 more. It was $575 all the way down to $475 with the stand. This is a great table saw if you're in the market. This DeWalt drill kit is one of the hottest on Amazon right now with over 9,000 sold in the last month. This was $149 all the way down to drill and impact with the back. But if you pinch brushes off, this is a great sander. This is the Bosch sander. It's on a fantastic deal. It's all the way down from $369. You're saving 31% off, down to $254. This is a dual mode sander as well. What that means is it's gear driven mode. It will take off a lot of material very fast, but you can also switch it back to random orbit mode and it does a nice finish sand. This, very good deal. Very good deal at only $254. If you need drill bits, DeWalt makes some very good ones in this nice little pack right here. 10,000 of these.
2 4-amp-hour and a 2-amp-hour battery and the charger, plus you get to select one of the free bare tools. And there's several to choose from here, and a lot of these are 1+ HP. You can also even choose 2 more batteries.
Well, hello my friends, and welcome back to the bench. Today it's, well, just the 0.5, but anyway, at 23 bucks, perfect for spraying 2K. Next tab up. You can see I bought this one in November. This is an airbrush with a spray gun nozzle. You can see that. It tested pretty good. Uses a little more air, but...
This is a fantastic deal. I've never seen this one this low since it released. I've only seen...
Yo, what's up guys? So today I'm going to show you how to fatigue or infinite wall bounce without tap strafing. So even if you do tap strafe, you will still benefit from this, because I happen to do these keyboard inputs even when I am tap strafing. It'll make it easier to control your direction. So it's definitely a good idea to learn how to wall bounce without tap strafing. Now this still uses lurch to some degree, so controller players will not really be able to follow most of these steps, but there's still some pretty useful information that a controller player can utilize. Well, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Alright, so a brief recap on jump fatigue. So your first jump off the ground is really high, and all subsequent jumps are a lot lower because your legs are just tired. So knowing this, your high jumps wall bounces you downwards, while the fatigue jump wall bounces you upwards. And using this, we can do fatigue bounces or infinite wall bounces. One other thing we'll do a brief recap over is wall running. So if you didn't know, you can wall run by simply just holding a side input on the wall. You hold left to go to the left, and you hold right to go to the right. And you can chain this into a wall bounce. What people don't know, however, is that you can actually wall run backwards. So I like to call this a reverse wall run, and it's actually super useful for changing the direction you want to launch off the wall. This is going to be really useful later on. But this is pretty much the only way a controller player, for instance, could change their direction after a wall bounce. This part is kind of off topic, but I'd really like to see a controller player do this. Pretty much reverse wall runs into like continuous fatigue bounces. Theoretically, this gives you perfect air strafes because you never have to let go of your strafe key. But anyways, I'm going to get into the real guide now. Alright, so firstly, let's go over the first wall bounce. The first thing you want to do is jump to get fatigue, hold W, and then jump towards the wall. Now at this point, you're going to wait till you hear the sound of you mantling the wall. At that point, you're going to let go of W and hit A to wall run. So just like that. So make sure you practice this transition from W to a side input multiple times. The timing is extremely crucial to whether you'll get a proper wall bounce or not, so just try these two inputs. You don't even have to try bouncing. And once you gain confidence, of course, you can wall bounce out of it. I can't stress enough that I do this transition out of every single wall bounce with this exact timing. Alright, so you just saw me do it, but I'm going to show you how to wall bounce in one direction continuously. So all you do is, you see right here, right after the wall bounce, you're still holding your side input from the wall run. You're simply going to let go of your side input, hit W, and then hit the opposite side input. So just like that, from this point you can just hold the opposite side input until you air strafe towards the wall, and then you repeat. So practice doing this a couple of times until you get the hang of it. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how to switch directions. So at its core, this is just reverse wall running. And what I mean by reverse wall running is, instead of wall running to the right here, I wall run to the left. So once again, I'm going to hold down W until I hear the climbing animation, and you're going to want to do input. So the most common mistake I see when people fatigue bounce is they hit their first bounce, but on the second one, they'll fail it and think they still have jump fatigue. When in reality, if you mantle a wall without hitting jump, you instantly lose jump fatigue. On the other hand, if you hit jump while failing a wall bounce, you maintain jump fatigue. So spamming jump is not necessarily a bad idea. Anyways, guys, that's all I got. Let me know what topics you want tutorials about. Maybe I'll show you how to do this, and then miss all your shots. That's up to you guys. Anyways, goodbye.
So she's still finishing up her stuff, and I told her I could take care of the stream tonight and let her go ahead and get her stuff done. And she's also watching the pups, keeping an eye on the chat, so she's got all kinds of stuff going on. There you go. She says, I'm still trying to finish up some of my Prime Day posts on my page. So, Amy McKenzie Outlaw over on Facebook, where she's posting her stuff.
The next one will be. Also, legend height matters here. At level 2, on a height of 60 units, I can do them on all legends, even the tall ones. But on level 3, you touch the wall to initiate the fatigue bounce. With regular fatigue bounces and even the level 2, you can sprint towards the wall and then cram your face right into it before you bounce. On level 3, this is still possible, but the timing is very precise. So I recommend that you learn the correct distance between jumping off the ground and the bounce. Notice how I'm still moving a bit towards the wall between jumping and the bounce here. And developing a feeling for that movement towards the wall is important. That's why I would... We have a sick new movement tech that also works really well on controller. This is what we are calling an Insta Mantle Boost, or short, Insta Boost. It lets you mantle boost off super low edges. It of course does work on mouse and keyboard, but what's so dope about it is that it also works really well on controller, because you don't need a fast turnaround. And it uses the new mantle boost, which only needs one button press instead of the really precise 2 buttons for a super glide. And that combination makes it a much easier alternative to the instant super glide or skibbity glide you might have seen around. And after playing around with Insta Boost the last couple of days, I now think it has the potential to shake things up pretty dramatically. The original version was discovered by It's Green Out. I think it would be pretty cool if you could follow them on Twitch. Here is how you do it. The first step is to do an instant mantle with a slide. Jump and keep holding jump. Sprint towards an edge and slide. And while sliding, turn around while you continue to hold forward, so your left stick, and continue to hold crouch and jump. This will make you slide backwards off the edge, but the forward and jump input will force you to mantle back up, without you having to do anything. The mantle will happen all by itself. And for this it does not matter how fast you slide off the edge, the mantle will still happen. You need to get good at this slide instant mantle, before you can continue to the mantle boost. So here are some tips. The forward input will make your slide slow down, and then even reverse direction. So you cannot start a slide too far away from the edge, else the speed won't be enough to make you slide backwards over the edge. But you also can't do the slide too close to the edge, else you might not have enough time to turn around, especially if you are on low sense on controller. If you make sure that you're continuing to hold forward and jump, but you're not mantling, then it's because you have not turned around enough. The mantle works up to 45 degrees to each side. But if you try to have fully turned around before you go over the edge, you are on the safer side. Which is actually what makes this method so much easier. It does not need a precisely timed and super fast turnaround, because we turn around before we even reach the edge. If you still feel like you can't turn around fast enough, you can try letting go of forward as soon as you start the slide. This will not slow down the slide, so you can start it much further away from the edge, giving you more time. But you then need to remember to add the forward input again before going over the edge. So do the variation that feels easier to you. Okay, you can do this slide mantle reliably.
What's good, everybody? It's Hype. I wanted to quickly explain a lurch combination that I refer to as the backwards rash strafe. I'm sure a lot of people are already familiar with this backwards rash strafe, but I don't think everybody quite knows what it can do. So I'm going to go over that in this video, but let me first start off by saying these are no configs. These are all traditional binds, W and jump on both scroll wheel directions. For me, W is down, jump is up. And if you don't know what rash strafing is, I'll quickly go over that. Rash strafing is pretty simple. You're going to want to look straight ahead and start your jump off with your side input key, either D or A. If we start the jump off with D, we're going to want to press WAS right after and make sure we're ending on those A and S keys, as that's going to get you towards the other direction you started from and actually whip your character model around in like a 180 forward circular motion. Pretty useful in shotgun fights and bubble fights and even close range tracking fights with hipfire. It just moves you out of people's reticle while also dodging you in and out of bubble for a split second. Really, really good. It's basically how Rast takes less damage than most pro players in ALGS. Alright, now that you understand Rast strafing, let's move on to the backwards Rast strafe. The backwards Rast strafe is essentially the same thing. We're just going to replace the W key in our string of inputs with the S key. So if we were doing a forward rash strafe with AWDS, it's now going to be ASD with our scroll wheel down input towards the SD or last two buttons in the combination. So as you can see on the overlay, when I press A and jump, I move to SD and scroll wheel down. If I start with D, I move to SA and scroll wheel down. Again, my scroll wheel down is bound to W, so whatever direction you have W bound to is the one you're going to want to use throughout the video. Okay, with forward and backwards rash strafing hopefully in your pocket now, you can try to attempt it after a slide jump. The only small noticeable difference here is in the forward variation, the scroll wheel down is mandatory. You might have saw in the static jumping earlier that I wasn't really using my scroll wheel down for a forward rash strafe, but with more momentum, for example, a slide jump, you're going to need that scroll down input. For you it may be up, but just that scroll W input. And if you're comfortable with both the forward and backwards rash variations, you can start chaining them with octane stim and b-hopping to get some sort of neo strafe replication. No, it's not quite exactly the same, but you can actually keep good momentum. It just takes a little bit of practice and skill, because no, this is not easy. This is also similar to the pedo strafe that Gruitt covered, except instead of going only forwards with the rash strafe lurches, we are also utilizing the backwards. Moving on to the wall bounce, again, the same inputs.